see what we are.
Because we went to mom guilt and then we went on a tangent.
See,
because it was
that's
mom
fine.
guilt. You know what I mean? Because mom guilt's so real. Like, I'm so
is.
passionate about mom guilt. Because I
know.
hate laying in bed at the end of the night and just having that weight on my shoulder and be like, why did I say no so many times?
I know.
You
Okay,
know?
so with that,
Yeah.
what if you could give just like a couple tips? Like, what do you do to help yourself when you're feeling super guilty
I'm
as a
feeling
mom?
guilty. So the first thing I would probably do is like take some deep breaths, you know,
Yeah.
like just take some deep breaths and try and like just relax first, because
Yes.
usually when I'm feeling that I'm like starting to feel emotional or like
Paired with
starting to get-
anxiety kind of thing.
yeah. So I'll try and take some deep breaths, and then secondly I'll just be like, just because like maybe I'm feeling guilty for the things that have happened or whatever, like doesn't mean that I can't try harder to do more the next day. Do you know what I mean? Like just trying harder to like do more, I guess.
Reminding yourself like you're doing your best.
Yes,
Like,
that
I am
too.
doing my best right
Yes. Yes. And
like,
like tomorrow's a new day and I can wake up and like hug my children tighter if I need to feel better, or you know what I
Yes.
mean? And that like you are enough. You are doing enough. Like not every day is gonna go as planned, and just accepting
You
that.
could spend the whole day with your kids and not do anything else, and that is
Yes.
enough.
Yes.
You could spend your whole day cleaning your house, and then that could be satisfying for the entire family at the end of the day, and that is enough.
Yes, that is enough. You
Like,
still did something.
mhm.
You know what I mean? Like in the end, like, you know, I said do more or whatever, but you're still doing enough. Give yourself credit.
Right.
You know, give yourself that credit.
Try
that you
again kind of
deserve.
thing.
Yeah.
Until you feel, because everybody has their own kind of role, and everybody has their own kind of rhythm that makes them feel good.
Mm-hmm.
And when we steer off that, I think that's when we feel
Yeah.
really crappy, and we're all kind of looking for one answer, but it's actually everybody has their own individual
Another
beat.
thing with mom guilt, though, I was just gonna say, like another thing with mom guilt is like sometimes I want to say it's like friend guilt or something, because sometimes I don't know if friend guilt's the right word, but like we associate mom guilt with each other or something, because I'll have friends that will, like other mom friends that'll come over or something, and then they'll be like, oh, like your house is so clean, or they'll like compliment me, and my first instinct is to be like, oh, like no, like it doesn't really like try that hard, because I feel guilty all of a sudden because they complimented me on something, and then I'm like, oh no, I have to put myself down because
You don't feel
I
worthy
don't
of
want to
that
make
compliment?
yes, exactly, because I don't want to like make them feel bad about themselves or something because they complimented me, thinking when I'm thinking in my head, I don't deserve that compliment because I'm not doing a good enough job. You know what I mean? Like that
Right.
mom guilt is coming again, or like that
Mhm.
way.
It's hard to like get
Yeah.
used to, like it's a
Like
habit,
accepting
and it's
compliments.
you have accepting it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Instead, my reaction is to be like no, like, no, my kids are so messy. So it's like,
Yeah, I do. I pass it off as a joke all the time.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, thanks. You should have seen it an hour ago. Like,
Yeah,
I'm goofy
exactly.
like that, but no, it's
It's-
totally the same thing.
Yeah, like it's kind of a negative way to go about it instead of just being like, thanks, like, you know
Right.
what, I did take the extra time to like mop my floor, or even if you didn't, just being like, thank you. You
Yeah,
know?
totally.
Like, thank you for saying something nice to me, and just bringing yourself up that way.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I feel like I need to remember to do, like, and we all do, because it's not good to bring yourself down ever. You know what I
Ever.
mean? If
Yeah.
somebody's complimenting you and saying something good, do not like repeat
Right?
it with something negative.
Exactly.
No.
We feel like everything's against us all the time anyway, so
Mhm.
just accept the compliment. Accept it.
Yeah.
Something.
Even from your husbands. Accept your
Yes,
husband's compliments.
especially your husband's
Yeah.
compliments. Don't brush
like,
them
don't
off.
brush them off. No.
Be like, thank
if
you.
you want him to
Yes,
keep
I am a
giving you
goddess.
more compliments, do not brush his
No.
compliments.
No, if you want more compliments, be like, oh, that made me feel so good. Thank you.
Yes,
And they'll be
are
like,
so sweet.
and a lot of time they'll be like, oh, well.
my ego just went up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It works really well. Something that really helped me, especially in the early days, was really absorbing the fact that done is always and will always be better than perfect.
Yes.
Done is better than
Exactly.
perfect.
Oh my gosh.
Like the
Yes.
kitchen.
Preach.
It's done. Not perfect. It's done. That's good enough. The floors, they still have stuff on them. I swept today. It's done.
I did it. Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Like, so I think if we can accept done,
done. Mm-hmm.
we would be a lot happier.
Because perfect is like unachievable.
It's like same thing when when a kid does a job.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's not perfect. Is it done? Move on. That was help.
Done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Move on to the next thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like your
or the
kid
husband
making their
helps.
bed. Yeah,
It's not the way
exactly.
you want. It's done.
Mm-hmm.
Just say thanks and move along. And
Yes.
just learn to like.
Oh, 100%.
Learn to check that list off no matter what. You know.
Yeah.
It helps a lot.
Done. Yeah. Because, like, mind you, there's always going to be things that are going to have to be, that you need to do on the to-do list,
Yes.
you know? So instead of the to-do list, just be like, this is done.
Yeah.
That's done. It's done.
Yep.
We're good.
We're done.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're gonna lighten things up a little bit. What is the most embarrassing thing your child has ever done?
Oh my gosh.
You don't have to say which child it was.
Like, in public or just in general?
Most embarrassing, like anything. It could be privately, it could be in public. Like the time where you and your child were together and you were like, oh my god. This is the stuff of movies. There was one for me, actually. It's probably not the most embarrassing because it's really hard to think of those. Like, just think of the most embarrassing. But there was something really embarrassing that happened like 2 weeks ago or a week ago. We went to Cody's grandma's house. And she has a broken wrist and she walks slowly, and we were visiting and she was walking us to the door, and Grayson turns around and goes, Jama, why are you so slow? And I was like,
my god.
oh my
This
god.
poor old lady.
Like, I'm so thankful it was family.
Yeah.
And her response was perfect. She goes, 'cause I'm old and I hurt.
Yeah.
Why are you slow? Oh no, she said, why are you so fast?
Oh my god.
So he was like,
oh gosh.
I don't know. And he left. But I was like, oh. Cody and I looked at each other when we left and we're like, oh my god.
Oh, okay. So I just popped into my head. Okay, so my most like kind of embarrassing thing that's happened recently is we had people come to our door from World Vision for wanting us to like adopt a child to feed
Yep.
them and stuff. And of course these people were African American who were at the door too.
Yeah.
So I opened the door and we're talking to them and stuff, and then they leave, and then I'm trying to tell Addison and explain to them what their organization is and what they're
What
trying
World
to
Vision
do,
is.
what World Vision is and stuff like that. And so we kind of started watching some videos on YouTube a little bit about it and stuff, just explaining to her. And then she turns around and she looks at me and she says, will I turn that color too if I touch them?
Oh my god.
Was that too bad?
No, that is real.
Oh
it's
my gosh.
fine. That's really
I
embarrassing.
was just like, no, you will not.
and
You will not
don't be
turn that
offended.
color.
This
No.
is just real mom
I'm like,
stuff.
this
Like
is,
we all
I didn't
go
know
through
how to
this,
handle it. I was just like,
And that's-
how do I explain this to her? And
especially since like
her grandma is African American too.
Yes.
So she, like, my kids are African American. So I was just like, Addison, that's not gonna happen.
this is just their
This
color.
is their heritage. This is their line. This is what they are. Like, and this is what you are too. This is in your heritage, and this is part of who you are. And she was just like, oh. So she proudly walks around now, and she'll inform people and be like, my grandma is African American, and I am proud to be African American. And I'm just like,
Okay, that's good, sweetheart.
yeah, I'm like, yay, I am so proud of you for being proud of who
but
you
it's
are.
like kids are awkward.
So it's
man.
like a whole new type of embarrassment too. I'm just like trying to explain to her like.
And you know, I think that is such a taboo thing that
Oh,
Sarah
it's
just
horrible.
said. But I'm so glad she did, because there are so many of us who have had situations like that.
With their
Especially
kids don't know the difference.
No.
They don't care either.
But,
it doesn't
like, how many times have other moms
just see
been in
what
the
they
grocery
see.
store and a child has, especially like, okay, like for example, I live in a super white community that's just starting to get some culture in it.
Yeah.
And it's just like country town. It's
Yes.
just the way it is.
Yeah.
And like, I'm just thinking there's so many people that the kids have never seen
No.
before, like when they were younger. Now
It's
now,
not very
now we've been-
diverse,
so it's not
yeah.
diverse, so it's really hard for kids to like actually
Understand
see any culture and
yes.
understand. So like when they see somebody that
They
has a
just
different
say it
skin
as it
color,
is.
or they
Yes,
wear
that
traditional
too.
clothing, and then they just want to
Or
ask
even
out
different
loud.
like birth defects, or understanding that
Sizes.
people are different sizes.
Oh my
and
goodness, Mackenzie
like
got me with
birthmarks,
that once.
or yeah,
She got me
it's
with that once in the
tough.
grocery store.
That's a really embarrassing thing for a parent. It comes across as, because it's like you have this pressure that it's your job to explain to them all
And
these
then
things.
You look like that insensitive parent. Like
Yes.
even here talking about this,
I'm like sitting
you're
here.
like, should I?
Like,
can
is this okay? Can I
say
talk
this?
about this? Because I don't want to come off that way. And
I don't
it's
think
just
you
like
will.
I'm not trying to come off.
You guys
that way.
are so awesome and have always been so awesome,
Yes.
and this is real talk, and this stuff happens, and so I think it's important to talk about because nobody ever talks about
Nobody
it.
talks about it. You
There
know?
was
and
one-
those words come out of my mouth, and I'm thinking in my head like, retract them, you know.
I think
and
it's
I'm
important
just
not
like,
to, and it's just like there's a lot of cultural differences, and there's just everybody is faced with such different scenarios that
Yeah.
like this stuff happens all the time.
Well, yeah, like
And kids are embarrassing. Kids are so embarrassing.
so
Like
embarrassing.
the other day,
Yeah.
when was it? I got a package. I just realized I left that music playing.
We got background music.
Hopefully it's fine. Hopefully it's in the background enough. Oops, sorry. The FedEx guy came to the door,
Mhm.
and I heard him knock. It was like in the middle of doing stuff, and I was like, "Okay, guys, stay down here. I'm just gonna go into the door really quick. Don't follow me." And I told
Yeah.
Grayson, "Do not follow me," because he was butt naked.
Oh my
Completely
god.
naked. I said, "You need to stay downstairs. I'm just gonna grab the package. Be right back."
Yeah.
And I open the door and turn around, and Grayson just pops out. Hi,
Butt naked.
Like,
well,
just
he doesn't care.
Willy out. Just
Yeah.
like,
Just ready to go.
like, oh hey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's hard.
No,
Yeah.
he wasn't even. He was like covering with just
Oh
one
my
hand, so he was like, it was
gosh.
even
He was
worse.
holding it. Oh gosh. Yeah.
So bad. And the FedEx guy was really good about it. He was
Was
just
he?
like, he just chuckled and was like, "Oh man, I have kids too." And I
Yeah.
was like, "Okay, it's
Oh
good."
gosh.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Yeah. So I feel like you have like those embarrassing things.
And then you have
then-
some like real embarrassment where it's like you don't know how to deal with it. Like even
temper
discussing this
tantrums
was
and stuff.
hard.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
even,
yeah.
Like, or even like retelling the stories. Like,
Yeah.
does this make me a bad person? Am
I know,
like?
like, because I didn't know how to handle the situation.
But I feel like that's
myself.
why we should talk about it.
Yeah.
Is so we learn how to handle
like,
it.
if
better.
anybody has any like tips themselves on the situation they've been in, they're able
Right.
to share too.
If you
please
notice
do.
that we said something that like is maybe wrong, then let us know.
Yeah,
Because that's how we
yes.
learn.
Yes. Or please share experiences so that like we can know how to say stuff like that. Because I'm always like how do I word
How
this?
do I word that? You're trying to be really PC.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god.
Yeah. So yeah, but even like at the store, like embarrassing things like temper tantrums are like. Oh my
Every
God.
time you see another mom, like with a kid melting down, I'm always
Yeah.
like,
Right? Like I love that meme. Like it's the
Right?
best. Yeah.
Because it's
'Cause
so
it's so
true.
it's so
You're just
true.
like, I feel you. I'm not gonna
Yes.
interfere, but like, don't
Like,
worry.
my heart's with you.
I
Like,
always smile at them, like to
Yeah.
be like, you know, like my
You're-
kids too.
You're great. Like
Yeah,
I
it's
wish I had
fine.
pom poms.
Yeah, exactly.
Right now.
Yeah.
Because you know what that's like.
Yes,
Like, it's
that's
so
why
tough.
the moms don't care.
No.
That's why it's like, you see the older people, especially older people who do have children and they've already been through that and they're judging you. It's like, do you not remember
Did
what
you
this
not
was
just
like?
happen to you?
Did you not take your kids anywhere?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah. Your kids were
Ugh.
just perfectly well behaved and never threw temper tantrums because they can have something or sit beside somebody in the cart. Like,
God.
really?
His kid is touching
Yeah,
me!
exactly. He's breathing the same air as me.
Oh my god, my kids do that in the backseat. He's looking out my... No, she's looking out my,
My
window.
window.
Don't look out my window! And it's like,
Addison was doing
What?
that in there right now. She was just like, she's too close to my pillow. I'm just like, she's laying on the same bed as you. Where do you want her pillow to go? Like, it's gonna be beside you.
oh my god. What? When
When?
was the last time you cried and why? Like, just cried in general. It could be something stupid, it could have been an actual thing.
The last time we cried.
This is just an interesting question, I think.
The last time I cried, so it was this week. I usually cry like once a week.
Yeah, you cried a good one
For one. for one reason
It's
or
good to
another.
cry. It's good to let it out.
Yeah. So it was my daughter's first day of school on Wednesday.
That is fair.
Yes.
That is totally fair.
Yes.
I
That
would
was
be
an
mad.
emotional day for me.
Bye,
so.
honey. I had to look back and be like,
Yeah,
bye.
exactly. She
Yeah.
was so sensitive and sweet though. Like, she gave me a hug and she was like, Mom, I love you and it'll be okay and I promise I'll be back. And
She was like supporting you.
she was supporting me. She was like fine and ready to go. But she was
Bam.
supporting me. She was there for me and
She's
stuff.
so
And,
sweet.
yeah, so that's why I was like, obviously you're okay with this situation. I'm the one who's like having a meltdown here. So yeah, that was a good cry.
That's
day.
a fair cry.
Yeah. And then it was her birthday on Wednesday too, so it was, or on Thursday.
Mhm.
Her first day of school. Yeah. And then her birthday. So it was like close together. So it's like, you aged a year. And birthdays are always emotional for me. Like,
Yeah.
you don't
me too.
realize it until you're a mom, but then like,
For me, it's the night before the birthday. This is the
Yeah.
last time you're gonna be this
this
age.
Yeah.
That's like hard.
Mhm.
Yeah, but also
Yeah.
good. It's so bittersweet.
It's so bittersweet.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. I think the last time I cried was this week, and it was because I
This
was watching a
week,
movie.
Oh.
It was the first time I've ever cried with glasses on, which is a little bit hard. So I'm like, like Cody was sitting there, and
Yeah.
I don't like when he sees me cry over like
little silly things.
movies or
Yeah.
commercials or something, unless
Yeah.
he's like, I don't know. I cry to him all the time.
Right.
But like if it's about a
It's
movie
about
or
a
something,
movie.
I'm like, I don't want him to see me. So I
'Cause he's gonna
I
be
I
funny.
watched Stepmom, like 1998, version.
Oh, yes.
and I was like ugly crying right here, and I was like sunk down, and I was like, like trying not to let him hear me. It was okay.
Being
Sometimes you're just gonna have a
discreet.
good ugly cry to a movie.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that movie was gonna be sad, and I was like,
Did you ever see The Fault in Our Stars?
Yeah. Oh God.
I
No.
was ugly crying.
Last, like, official question, because we are always, as moms, looking for really fast things to make for dinner. What is your favorite meal prepped in 20 minutes?
Okay, so I usually do like something with rice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I find like
Rice
the
takes
rice
20 minutes.
takes like the amount of time.
Yeah.
Right. So I just put the rice on first thing I do, and then I'll either like make some type of sweet and sour sauce, or like some type of curry sauce type thing, or like some type of like just whatever's in my fridge, some type of sauce, and then I'll do some type of meat and like mix it with vegetables usually. So I do like some type of like stir fry type thing. That's like my go-to.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I would have never thought to do that.
Yeah.
That's a really good
That's
idea.
my go-to.
If I meal prep like a tiny bit, sometimes I'll bake chicken at the beginning of the week,
Oh yeah.
and I'll put it in my fridge. So if I do that, usually it's curry, because curry's fast. It's the rice.
Yes.
Just cook the chicken, put it in the curry sauce, and then
Or,
mix
like,
it all
fix it
together,
up.
toast some naan bread, and it's done.
Yeah.
Tacos also takes like no time.
Yes,
And my
tacos
kids
are
think
good.
it's the most fun thing to prep
So
for
fun.
me. So I'll be like,
fun.
here, you grate the cheese and cut the lettuce and do all this
Mhm.
kind of stuff, and they're like, yay!
They feel involved.
And all I have to do is cook the meat.
Yeah, exactly.
So probably
it's a win.
tacos is so
Yeah, tacos
so
is an
fast.
easy go-to.
Or like put a Costco pot pie in the oven.
Yeah. Oh my
Right?
gosh. Exactly.
No shame. Rotisserie chicken.
Yes, rotisserie chicken, and oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Yeah. So yeah, things like that. Or you can just have like grilled cheese sandwiches.
Yeah, grilled cheese and tomato soup. It's always a good,
Can't
good
go
way to go.
wrong.
Pizza.
Pizza. Yeah.
Homemade pizza.
Mhm.
That's always fun.
Yep.
So this has been wonderful. I really enjoyed having you on here. And I don't know if this is one video or two videos. I guess we'll see.
how long
'Cause
we talk
We talked a long time.
Yeah.
But that's okay. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. So I just have a couple of little ending questions for you.
Okay.
So I want you to finish these sentences.
Okay.
Okay. I've come to realize I need.
To give myself more credit.
To give yourself more
To
credit.
give myself more credit. Yeah.
I've come to realize that people
Need to show more love.
True. I will second
Love and
that.
kindness. Feel they go hand in hand.
Yes. I've come to realize that I'll always be.
Me.
That's good.
I just feel like me. I'm never gonna be anybody else.
Good.
Like,
You're amazing.
That's it. Yeah. Aw, thank you. And that's okay.
Yes.
Me is okay.
You was perfect. You was kind.
You was good. Oh gosh, here we go again. I love that show.
I've come to realize that my mom
This one's gonna make a cry.
It's okay.
Is stronger than I could have ever imagined.
You becoming a mother made you really realize that, hey? Yeah.
Mhm.
It's tough.
It's so tough.
I think you appreciate your mom on a whole different level. When
You do. The strength that you gain as a mom is just.
and
there
then
aren't words.
and you know your own mom's journey so
Yeah.
personally that when you realize like all the stakes,
Yeah.
Just
and
because.
how hard it is and how much work and just the effort and love and all the stuff that you put into it, you know.
yeah.
And it takes such utter strength, like from the deepest part of you, you dig so deep to find that strength to
Mhm.
be.
You don't even realize you have it. It just comes out from somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Because, yeah, just the strength.
That's good. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, guys. I think that we're gonna wrap it up because we could talk forever. We're gonna have to do this
Okay.
again.
Yes.
Like I think we should.
Yes.
I think we should do a
We're
whole
gonna have
topic.
a segment.
Yeah. Yes.
Hey, MOMDAYs, the
Sarah and Rainbow Talk.
Sarah and Rainbow Talk. Yay.
I think we need to do one just on birth alone.
Oh
Like-
my gosh.
Right?
Okay, done.
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 Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much for doing this with me
Yeah,
and
no
for being on a
problem.
video with me.
Glad to
You're my
be.
first guest.
Yay, I
That's
feel
so
so
exciting. Okay, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video and that you got something from it. As always, leave some comments below and join our discussion. Let us know if you guys like this. You want to see this again? Give it a big old thumbs up if you did. And if you're not already subscribed, do that so you can see more of these. 'Cause I think we're pretty awesome.
I think she's pretty awesome.
You're
Yay.
so sweet. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.